All right. Excuse me. All right, all right, all right. I think we are now broadcasting. Sorry about that little delay there in the beginning, but we are about ready to get this one started here. Gavin Williams on the bump for the Guardians. 102nd game of the season. A chance to take a 3-1 series victory over the Tigers here. Game 102 starts here in a couple of hours, so we're going to preview this one for you. Appreciate everybody's patience here. Phil Nagy on sports, back after a couple of little small back-to-back vacations. Kit's been out of town as well, so we have not been able to sim. We apologize for that, but we're back. Also just finished up as Gavin Williams will strike out oneself. Perez, the right fielder, to start the game. Also spent the morning setting up the Ohio State dynasty, so it's ready to go. So we'll kick off Akron and Ohio State here shortly as well. And then Kit and I should have some Browns action for you, because I believe he gets home this afternoon. So we'll be back and better than ever here in the next couple days and keep it going for you. Appreciate you being on. Here's Colt Keith now. I sound like an FM DJ this morning with a very low voice. 3 days of riding roller coasters at Cedar Point. You lose your voice. Keith will pop this one up into center field. Martinez playing there today, and Angel snaps the glove shut. Here's Matt Vierling now. 13 homers, 42 RBI here. Gavin Williams so far cruising through inning number 1. This will be a 1:10 pitch. First pitch here this afternoon from the land, of course. Gavin kicks and fires. It'll be low. Lefty on the bump for the Tigers. So you'll see a couple more of the right-handed bats today. Brennan will get the day off. Schneeman will get the day off. A couple of lefty bats, and that one will be squeezed in right field by David Fry. Actually, is playing right field today. And we go to the bottom of the first. Guardians up to bat for the first time in this one. Again, Phil Nagy on sports joining you here today. Appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much for your patience. Well, both Kit and I were doing some traveling. Here is Stephen Kwan, 343 on the season. 9 home runs, a little surprising. Here's Tyler Holton, his first pitch for the lefty-lefty matchup. Kwan splashes it into left field, and that's going to be off of the wall, and he's going to hustle for 2, and he's actually not. He's going to stay at first. Probably could have hustled for 2. Just a little flare shot to left field. That thing bounced right in front of the wall. Here's Angel Martinez coming up. Morning, Karen. Go Browns and Guardians forever. Martinez takes a hack at that 90-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-2 count for him. Browns, of course, also reporting to training camp, getting ready to head down to the Greenbrier again. So it's all happening, friends. It's all happening. Tyler Holton, 1-1 count now after striking out Martinez, and Jose Ramirez will foul this one back. 81-mile-an-hour change up there. He's a little bit early on. Jose hitting 273. And he'll strike out here. Inside, Cheddar couldn't hold off. Now Josh Naylor, another lefty-lefty matchup here with Kwan on first base, and they'll check on him. And he's back easily. Holton out of the stretch. And just a little bit in front of that one. He swung out of his shoes, thinking that thing was a fastball. It was a changeup, and he was way in front. Holton, foul back by Naylor. Stays 1-2. Swings at another bad pitch there. So a couple of strikeouts, actually 3 strikeouts for the Guardians after Kwan singled to start the game. Here's some Riley Green, another one of these talented young prospects that they are hoping will kind of grow up together. Of course, Carpenter and Colt Keith as well. So some of their top younger picks hopefully going to kind of grow up together here for the Tigers, and we'll see if anybody makes a move for like Jack Flaherty in particular. And they would potentially then have some other young prospects to pair with him. Here's Mark Cannon out. Inside, high fastball. Gavin Williams running that thing up there at 97. Good to see his velocity back, but now he's got to really start to dial in real life, I mean, on the just consistency and location. Williams swings, and that one will be fouled back. 1-2. Canna, 233. 102nd game of the season for the Guardians. Ripped to left. He's actually going to be snared on the fly by Jose Ramirez. No need to make a throw. Carson Kelly now in. Williams kicks and fires, and that one's going to be a changeup low and inside. Kelly does not grace him with a swing. Swing and foul back on the high fastball. 2-2. Another foul ball on the 97 mile an hour. Just like to try to get that fastball out of the heart of the plate there from Gavin Williams. That's where you want it, up there. Elevate him, climb the ladder, strike him out. 6 up, 6 down. Middle of the second here in Cleveland. Here comes Big Christmas, baby. John Kenzie, no out. Look at that. 5 home runs, 8 RBI. He loves hitting solo shots. Big Christmas, such a great name for him because he is a large human being. The last name Noel.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, Wendell, morning to you. And Noel will foul that one back. 2-2 count now against Tyler Holden. John Kenzie sits in there. And, nice job to lay off that inside fastball. Goes to a full count now, 3-2. David Fry waiting on deck. Noel rips it right side. Keith dives for it. Can he pick it back up and throw him out? He can, because Noel is not the fastest. Nice play by Colt Keith at second base. Did enough to slow it down on the dive. And then able to throw him out just barely. Now David Fry into the game, and he'll just flare this one to the first baseman. Easily scooped there by Canna, taking it to the bag. Karen, I really hope we do. Again, Menez will rip this one foul. It's not, as people have pointed out, it's not in their DNA. They are not a sell the future for short-term success kind of team. But gosh, they really need another starter. They couldn't have predicted Shane Bieber. And they really need another bat. I really think they need a corner outfielder with some power. Again, my pipe dream would be Lewis Robert from Chicago, from the White Sox. He's a 5-tool player. He can start immediately in center field for you. He provides some pop. He provides some speed. And then maybe like a Garrett Crochet, if you want to stay with the White Sox. Jack Flaherty from these Tigers. There's a lot of decent. You just want a guy who can go out and get you 6 or 7 innings and not give up 6 runs. I mean, you've got to replace Carrasco. What Carrasco's been doing. You hope Tristan McKenzie can figure it out at Columbus and bring it back. But if it were me, they need a bat and they need an arm, a starter. Other than that, I think and this one is going to be foul, just foul for Zach McKinstry. Other than that, I don't think you play with it much. If you really wanted to get crazy, I think you could look at a shortstop. I don't think that Rocchio has shown now through 100 games that he's going to be an everyday major league shortstop. Both offensively, certainly, and even defensively. So they've been rolling Schneemann at shortstop, for Pete's sake. He's like the ultimate utility player. He's played every darn position on the field except for maybe catcher. He's hustling in is Angel Martinez. Again, he's another middle infielder, is Martinez, and you got him playing center field. So we've talked about it many times before. I think at the very least you got to get an arm. My real hope is that an arm and a bat, and then my pipe dream is an arm and a bat and a quality shortstop. But again, are they willing to empty the farm system? Again, also keeping in mind you're going to have Travis Pizzana probably as early as next year as your future second baseman. Do you experiment with Andres Jimenez at shortstop? Can he play there? And then bring Tyler Freeman or any other of these middle infielders back to second base for the rest of the season? Could you do that? But you're going to have to be willing to make some trades. And that's not something that they've been willing to do in the past, to trade high-level prospects for major league ready players. So we'll see what they do. Nice pitch there from Gavin Williams to strike him out. I would doubt they would do that, Wendell. I can't see them doing that. But now, should they change the uniforms and stay with these Connect jerseys and stop trying to make them look like the old Indians jerseys? Sure, they could do that. These Connect jerseys are so sweet. Well, Gavin Williams played last year, of course.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And then, yeah, I mean, like our top pitchers in Columbus right now, Wendell, are are the guys, you know, are like Tristan McKenzie, are like guys that started here and then we sent them down for some work. Our top pitching prospect that had a chance to get here this year is Daniel Espino, and he got hurt in the preseason. I don't know if he had Tommy John or what, but he's out for the year, so you're not going to see Espino. Ethan Hankins isn't ready as Bo Naylor draws a walk. But no, our farm system of prospect, if you look at like our top prospects, they are not, and they just redo them, I think, after the draft, maybe. I mean, again, our top pitcher I just said was Daniel Espino. He's not going to be playing this year. And you got Alex Clemmie. He's not a major league. And this one's going to be flared left side from Stephen Kwan. Can it get down? It cannot. Runners stay at second and first. One out here now for Angel Martinez. Clemmie's another pitcher, but again, he's got an ETA of 27. Joey Cantillo, I suppose, could come up. He's another left-handed pitcher who could come up, but other than that, you got Jackson Humphreys. This one's going to be ripped, and it's going to be a base hit. Angel Martinez, he'll knock in at least one. Beautiful play there for Angel Martinez. He's going to run into second as this ball's past him, and it'll score a second run. What a play. What a hustle from Bo Naylor all the way from first, and a bases clearing double for Angel Martinez. And that's a nice way to start the scoring with a little crooked number there. Here comes Jose Ramirez, still just one out, runner in scoring position for him. Jose rips it in that center field. Martinez turning, and he'll score. Easy RBI single there for Jose Ramirez, and now starting to push. Yeah, then you got Parker Messick, you got Will Dion, you got Frankie Allen. I'm up to like the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 30th prospect in the system, and again, none of those guys have major league ETAs of this, you know, of coming up and contributing this year. So I think you're going to have to make a trade there, and I think that's the most important thing, is getting that starter. Your bullpen is elite, and you just got to have a better starting situation. As Jose took off for first, he's going to have to, I guess with 2 outs, it's not going to matter. Hit and run won't matter as third baseman makes the catch right in front of the Guardians dugout. So 3 here in the third. Guardians lead 3-0 now. Nice lead for Gavin Williams to work with. And the Olympics start. And it is crazy that baseball's more than half over. I mean, again, this is, we're way more than half over. They played 101 games. We only have 60 to go. This is game number 102 here. That will tee off, kick off, whatever. Play ball at about 1:10 this afternoon. A chance to win the series for the Gardos. So Gavin Williams, second time through the order here now, has yet to, I just jinxed it, give up a base hit. Colt Keith smashes a single back up the middle, and there goes the no-no here in the fourth. But as I said earlier, sorry, I kind of did back-to-back short little vacations, so I was not at home. Kit was also out of town for his work schedule, so we weren't able not to bring you anything, but we will get some sims cranking back up here this week and this weekend. Like I said, I did all the beginning legwork for the Ohio State Dynasty sim, so we will start that. Kit and I will bring a Browns game to you even later today, and then I'll get some things called. I got one more little mini vacation next week down to Savannah, Georgia, and then we'll be back for the long haul. So pretty wild. It's starting to pick up here. Again, training camp starting for NFL teams. That one's going to be a nice looping curveball that he swings at and misses. 6th strikeout for Gavin Williams. He's starting off strong again. 3-0 Guardian lead here. Top of the fourth. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place that you can find the simulated sporting events with live original commentary and interaction with you guys, the faithful fans in the chat. We appreciate all of our subscribers. So make sure you like the video, as that helps continue to grow the YouTube audience for those who are interested in stuff like this. 3-2 count now. 69th pitch of the day for Gavin Williams here in the top of the fourth. Swing at it and miss. That got him at the changeup that time. 7th strikeout through 4 for Gavin Williams. He's pitching a gem so far. Holton now. Gave up 3 in that third inning. Now he'll start to David Fry, who swings way ahead of another changeup. A lot of changeups here so far from Tyler Holton. Again, he only has that 91, maybe 92 mile an hour fastball. So Indians hitters, or Indians, I do it once per game. Guardians hitters seeing that ball coming out of his hands and a little bit ahead of those changeups. As Fry will fly out to left field. Here's Andres Gimenez. So again, can Andres Gimenez play shortstop? And then you're going to have eventually Travis Pizzana there, but you could put Martinez, you could put Tania, you could put Schneemann, you could put Tyler Freeman, you could put, again, Angel Martinez back there, depending on where you go. You got a lot of guys who could replace him, but I don't think Rocchio and certainly Arias have shown you that they have what it takes to be everyday major league shortstop, both on the offensive end and on the defensive end. Here is Rocchio, however, has 1 for 1, so he showed me, and now he'll strike out looking. Didn't even get the shoulder off of the bat there. Heading to the top of the 5th here. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you. Appreciate everybody being on. Again, appreciate your patience here during a little bit of Kit and I being out of town at the same time, which is not necessarily how we planned it, but sometimes that's the way that it works. This one's going to be flared back. Now 3-2. You think they'll try to move him to short, huh? Yeah, send him back down right now, Wendell. I don't have control of the roster. This game mode literally takes the up-to-date, like literally up to the second. They're updating guys and they're updating their stats, and they're trying. So it's truly a reflection of this is where the game thinks they are right at this juncture. 2-2 pitch, swing, and he'll foul it back and try again. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it feels like they have a boatload of shortstops. Gimenez is a Gold Glove second baseman. Would it be that difficult to move over to shortstop? I don't know. I honestly don't know how that works. You've got him signed to a long-term deal. Pizzana is a very, very good second baseman. Why can't you move Gimenez to short? He's a Gold Glove second baseman. Doesn't that transfer to the other side of the bag? That's a real question. I was not a huge baseball player. I stopped playing pretty early, so I never really got to the high-level strategies of those kinds of things. Maybe they'll move Pizzana to short. I don't know. I think they were just really hoping Rocchio would take it this year and run with it. We sort of saw last year that Arias was not going to be an option. Here's a 2-ball. Naylor to the shortstop. Rocchio back to Naylor. A double play to get out of this inning. 3-0 Gardos. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th here, halfway through this game. Bo Naylor under that Mendoza line, hitting 198. Would be nice to see him continue to swing the bat. And he will walk, though, his second walk of the day. Good plate vision there for Naylor. Now we're going to go to the pen. Alex Fado coming in. And Fado into the game now. Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. Nobody out. The runner on first is Bo Naylor. So it's an arm strength thing. Just moving that much further away from the bag, it becomes potentially a liability. Ripped! Stephen Kwan. Nice. That one went right over the head of the first baseman. Bo Naylor will just sit and stay at second. Runners on first and second. Here comes Angel Martinez, who had the 2-run RBI in the 3rd inning. So it's an arm strength thing. I got you. And Martinez did wait for that changeup, but just a little bit too late that time. Runner on first and second here. Martinez just got to stay out of a 2-bagger, or he'll rip a little single down the line. Naylor will score 3 RBI in this game for Angel Martinez, and now a 4-0 Guardians lead. I agree with you, Applied. I just don't know what Pizzana's skill set can make him go to shortstop. That's all. Okay, that's fair. Like right tackle to left tackle. All right, I'm with you. And Ramirez, watch out, ground and double play, but Keith can't squeeze it. Ramirez hustling and beats it out. Vintage Jose Ramirez hustling down the line to beat out the ground ball. That was a double play ball, and nobody ends up being out. Now Josh Naylor with the bases juiced, and nobody out here. vintage Jose Ramirez. That's why he is such a great player and underrated superstar, because he just does the little things like that well. Hustling that thing to first base to stay out of it. Now bases are loaded for Josh Naylor. Here's a 2-2 count from Vado, especially out of the pen. Now a 3-2 count. Do you give Naylor the green light, or do you let him be patient here? Pitch. And it walked him. He will walk in a run. Now 5-0, and here's John Kenzie. Big Christmas up to the plate here. Nobody out. And that's a ball, 2-1. So Fado really struggling out of the pen now. Bases loaded, nobody's out. He's just walked in a run. Christmas rips one, but it's foul, 2-2. Hey, Kit, welcome in. Swing, and he'll foul it back, stays 2-2. Bases loaded here. John Kenzie Noel. A big stick. And he'll foul that one off. Good patience there. Fado just walked in a run. Still nobody out. Christmas rips it, and it's just sky high in the air. Should be an infield fly, I was to say. Should be an infield fly rule here. And the batter is out. Everybody else is safe automatically. And now David Fry will have a chance to unload the bases. Hey, Rick, welcome in. That's true applied. I mean, I don't think you give up on Rocchio. Oh! Fry, if it's fair, it is gone, and it's just foul. Oh, man, he almost unloaded the bases with one swing of the bat, but it's just foul of the pole on that home run porch left field side. Oh, that would have lit this place on fire. Rip it to the gap, right field, on the move, and he'll squeeze it. And tagging up from home, scoring one run there. Both the second and third base runners will tag up, so they're on first and third. Not the worst, but not the best. Grandy would have been a little bit better. Here's Jimenez now 0 for 2. Hitting against the right-handed pitching Fado now, who's given up a couple already in this inning out of relief, and Jimenez climbs the ladder and fouls it back. Okay. Yeah, he's been, I would say both Kit and I have been out of town for multiple days in a row, so we apologize for the cobwebs of the channel here for a couple of days, as Jimenez will rip it, but he'll rip it right to center field, and so they muster 2 from the bases loaded situation, now leading 6-0. Guardians up to bat, or excuse me, Guardians back out into the field with the Tigers' former Guardian, former Indian, Gio Urshela, up to bat now, third baseman for the Detroit Tigers. 8:30. All right, we can work on Browns post 8:30 Eastern situation. Just keep me posted if you have any delays. Looping curveball, and it's going to be ripped foul. Gavin Williams, 2-2 count. And can't get Urshela to chase there. Give him some pretty good bait, though. Good job by Urshela to wait. Javi Baez on deck and ripped it and struck him out with that looping curveball for Gio Urshela. Here's Javier Baez. Remember when he was like the can't-miss superstar second base prospect for the Cubs? You know, he's come to the Tigers, and he's just sort of been meh since coming over here. But an example of a guy who moved from second to shortstop. Swing and a miss, striking out. 10th strikeout of the day for Gavin Williams. He has been spectacular. Yeah, I mean, Schneemann is just kind of the perfect utility player. He literally can play any position, and he's not going to be a detriment. And yeah, once in a while the snowman will pop a homer here or whatever, but so he's a good stopgap. I don't think he's an everyday shortstop. I don't think he's an everyday anything. I think he's just your perfect. He plays just about every day while other people rest. And he'll rip that one to the gap. And scooped. Threw him out at first base as Rocchio. Here's Bo Naylor, who has been up twice. He's walked twice. And this one.
One ball.
Oh, that's cool. So you're saying next Wednesday will be the start of a Wednesday start, is what you're saying? 6-0. is the Guardian lead. Another strikeout here, Stephen Kwan. He's 2 for 3, doing exactly what you need Stephen Kwan to do. Just get him on base, and he'll flare this one left field, but easily tracked and squeezed. We've played 6. Guardians still leading 6-0. Gavin Williams throwing a one-hitter. Here's Colt Keith. He has the one hit. That single in the 4th inning. 106th pitch here for Williams, though. Can't imagine he goes much longer as they try to start the 7th with him. Again, anytime you can get the starter to 6 innings, they have done their job, especially with how electric the Guardians bullpen is. Rocchio throws him out. Colt Keith, 1 down. Oh, okay. Told one in September. I gotcha. We can talk offline about what next week looks like for you. And that one will be flipped and foul. Veerling 0 for 2, and now he'll ground this one to Jimenez, scooped by the Gold Glover and thrown out.
Now designated hitter,
DHing today, Riley Green. He's 0 for 2, just like everybody else. Again, Colt Keith has a singular single, and everybody else is 0 for in this one. Ripped, gapper right side, heading back is Fry, and it's going to bounce on the wall. This will be a double for Riley Green. Easy stand-up double there. And his 22nd of the campaign. That thing was ripped, and as we thought, it is time to go to that bullpen. Scott Barlow coming in out of the pen, his 49th appearance on the season. Sunday I leave to go to, and he'll rip this one now, turning and heading for home. Let's see if Kwan can throw him out. He will just scoop it and hold it. 6-1, there goes the shutout for Gavin Williams, as that will be credited to him. Carson Kelly in now with a 6-1 lead. Barlow just dropped that thing right in the middle of the plate. Yes, you're right.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, next week is my annual trip to visit Tom's parents, Kit, so I'll be out Sunday through Thursday.
That's ball 3.
But I can bank some things for you if you'll
3
be
balls,
around
1 strike.
and have some time. Here's McKinstry. Ripped, but foul. Three-two count. Barlow trying not to let this thing swell out of hand, and Jimenez will scoop, and that's how it goes here. Stretch time here in Cleveland. 6-1 lead for the Guardians. 2, 3, 4 hitters on the way in. Hey, Mason. How are you, buddy? Good morning to you. Easton Lucas in out of the pen for the Tigers. Guardians leading 6-1 here, bottom of the 7th. We are to the electric bullpen. And so now potentially an opportunity for the Guardians to maybe add a little bit more or cruise to hopefully a victory. That would make them 62-40
That's ball 2.
on the season.
2 balls,
In
2
game
strikes.
number 102 here. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Kit Nagy in the chat as he's traveling back to his sim rig today. So we're going to try to have a Browns game for you tonight and some other things popping over the weekend. The Buckeyes dynasty is ready to go. I've got through all the preamble. And we will be bringing you Ohio State and Akron here in the next couple days to kick that sim series off. So looking forward to it. As in the 28th, I fly out. 28th through the 1st. Oh, you're coming up here today. More poker or something else, Mason? Ripped, but just foul is Ramirez. Already 2 for 3 with some RBI. Wanted more.
Nope.
And that one's going to be high. Good eye for Jose. And swing, and he struck him out. Nice change up there for Lucas. Always poker. That's my guy. Always poker. I wish I was any good at it. I would play with you sometime, but I am not good at it. I don't know all the math, all the probabilities of what people have, and I don't think I'm very good at bluffing. So, and I'm not good at reading other people, so I'll stick to blackjack. Thank you very much. Here's John Kenzie Noel, aka Big Christmas.
That's a ball.
That one's going to be low for him. Still a runner on first. Angel Martinez is the runner on first. Big Christmas kick. Swings. That was a nice fastball for Lucas.
Two
Good
balls, two strikes.
positioning in the strike zone. And a 2-2 count here. Ripped it, but he ripped it right to the second baseman, Colt Keith. Throws him out. We're done with 7 here. 6-1 Guardians maintaining their lead. Beautiful afternoon here in the land. Now Barlow in for a second inning of relief here, top of the 8th for the Guardians. That pitch is a little bit low, but fouled off by McKinstry. No relation to Kool-Aid McKinstry for the New Orleans Saints / Alabama Crimson Tide. Ramirez in foul territory. Catches it. 1 out. Urshela into the game now. Gio Urshela. 0 for 2 for the third baseman. And he'll rip this one down the line. Ramirez catches it right behind the bag. Fires across and gets him no problem. Jose Ramirez with a nice play. Now quickly 2 up and 2 down. Now Javi Baez back into the batter's box. Barlow makes him foul one, or a flare one left side. Kwan heading back in front of the track, and he'll squeeze it. So darn near 3 pitches, 3 outs in that one. We'll head to the middle of the 8th.
Number 17.
Are you an Akron alum, Wendell? We'll have to see. I haven't yet run a game. I haven't yet done a super sim with it, so I know it exists. I mean, we did that demo, but I've never done like a full 15-minute game, so I don't know if they like automatically sub guys out once you get up by 30 or something, but I don't know. Time will tell, baby. Time will tell. We'll bring it to you soon. Maybe not today, because Kit and I want to get Browns going today, but probably tomorrow. Okay, great. Well, and again, I can customize the schedules in Dynasty, but because of, you know, we try to be realistic, they should probably play the real schedule,
1 ball,
which
2
includes
strikes.
beating up on Akron. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out here. Andrew Chafin now, another lefty, out of the pen. Here's Brian Rocchio. You have to be pretty dead inside to be any good.
Ball 3.
That's funny.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, that's funny. I like that. All right. Sounds good, Mason. I'll let you know. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle of a bunch of little short trips here, so life is kind of chaotic, but I'll see what we can do. All right, Kit, sounds great. I'll get some things banked for you to call while I'm gone then.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Scott Barlow's now in his 3rd inning of relief. No reason to go
3
to
balls, 1 strike.
Clase here, 6-1. Colt Keith again. And on deck is the only base hitter, Perez, and it'll be foul. Stays full count. 26th pitch for Barlow again. That 8th inning was very quick. Inside, and he walked him. Colt Keith, second baseman. Another top prospect of theirs who's become an everyday player. And he'll rip it deep, getting on his horse's fry. Back. Over his head in a ground rule double.
2 bases.
And unfortunately, that doesn't let Perez score from first, which he would have done easily. So the automatic double actually hurts him there. And now Barlow in a little bit of a jam, 2 on and nobody out. Again, you have the best bullpen in baseball. I'm not sure why you feel the need to trot Barlow out there. Of course, with one swing of the bat here, Veerling could get us to Clase time. And he'll foul it back, 2-2. I don't think MLB The Show has quite understood how good they are. Like Gaddis, Kate Smith, those guys aren't quite as good as they are in real life, I don't think. That one will score a run. Veerling does. 6-2 now. 1 out. Still in the top of the ninth. Riley Green. He's 1 for 3 as well. He had a gapper to right field for a double. And he'll foul this one off 1-2. Barlow. And it's going to be a base hit, scores a run, and it's going to be another double deep into the corner. Quan has to go all the way back now, 6-3. A stand-up, well, he slides double, but back-to-back doubles now for Riley Green. And I'm done with the Scott Barlow experience, and so are they. Clase into the game here with an opportunity for a 2-out save here. Runner on second. Marcana in there now. Here's Clase. Some gas at 100-mile-an-hour foul back. Yeah, they sure did. What did they say? 16 of the 17 were retired, and that was only because Clase kind of got hosed and walked a guy. Down to their final out. It is Clase time again. He is so dominant. I mean, we're talking like Hall of Fame dominance here if he can stay healthy. For Clase, he is just... And again, I think part of it with the closers, it's an intimidation thing. Right? A swing and a miss at that slider, and the Guardians win. The other guys are just afraid of it. You know what I mean? 101 cutter, like they can't. It's like they're paralyzed up there. So Guardians going to get this win. If they do that today, this afternoon in Cleveland, they will be 62-40. They will win this game over the Tigers series 3-1, which they desperately need. Again, trade deadline looming on Tuesday. Would love to see them get another arm and a bat. Martinez got it going with a 2-run double in this one. He would be our player of the game, actually. I think he had 4 RBIs, 3 RBIs, 2 for 3 in this one. All right, guys, this one was a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody being on. Again, Kit and I planning to bring you Browns later tonight, post 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So join us for that. And again, we'll be starting in our Ohio State dynasty here in the next day or two as well. So exciting time for the channel. Appreciate your patience while we were both out of town at the same time, which just happened to happen that way. All right, guys, today we will say go Guardians, and as always, go Browns.